It's like I want to have a good relationship with my mother. She sucks.
Welcome, everyone. It is Thursday night, and that means we are talking about mental health. I am one of your hosts, Dean of the Genetic Marvel, and below me is Mr. Marco Torres of Upside Down Studios, and we are talking about peace. Not a piece of cake, but peacefulness, and the idea of something that you learn over time is that as much as you want to be involved in things and everything, your happy place is usually inside your home, where you can find peace, quiet, solitude, understanding, happiness, all these kind of things. But also, dealing with people, you want peace of mind. You want to trust that they're going to do what you think is best, on your behalf behind the scenes without going out there. But hello, Victoria. Of course, we, like always, we're probably going to talk about this for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to talk about other things, such as
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Why is a piece of cake not a piece? What are you talking about? I mean, there's been plenty of time where I felt like shit and there was a cake in front of me and boom, cake's gone. I feel at peace.
I'll give you that. That's fair. I just didn't want it. I didn't want it to come from me, Marco, because I'm still feeling fat. Okay. I had to explain to somebody that I'm a big back, but I'm a big back before big back was being a big back. Like, it's just how it is. I'm like, technically it is more of a piece of cake than a slice of cake. I mean, listen.
A piece of cake is more like a term of like you're about to go down on somebody.
That's only for you slut. A piece of cake means something is easy. So also might be the women that you go down on.
If Vicky looks at you and says she wants you to eat her cake,
that is not. Hey, I'm going. Okay, where's the fridge? It's fine.
It's that little tiny box in the corner.
Yeah, that's it. The beer fridge, this big. I carry it in my pocket, just show it to people. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think that's one of those things where, like, you have to decide what is more important to you. And I think that, like, that's part of growth and mental health and everything, is like having those boundaries of what's good, what's not, right? Like, let's be honest. We all want a piece of cake. The problem is one piece of cake turns into half a cake, and then you're like, who's going to keep half a cake? I might as well just eat the whole cake. And then you're like, damn it, I just ate a whole cake. And that's a problem. Well,
I mean,
there's an entire bit I do about this where I'm like, there's a certain point when you're eating a bag of chips where if you don't stop, you're going to eat the whole bag, because you're like, what, I'm going to leave 4 chips? Like, I'm going to eat a family-sized bag of chips and leave like 4 chips of them. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to finish the whole bag. And then you're like, shit, I just ate a family-sized bag of chips, which,
Well, that's kind of like, for instance, today I got, after the shelter today, I figured I'd be nice, and I messaged Ray and said, wake up, I'm going to come out, we're going to go have breakfast.
Right.
And, I had a nice little spread there. I had a chicken bacon ranch sandwich with some chili and some cottage cheese and bunch of others. I'm wondering why my stomach is fucked up right now, but like I totally get what you're saying, like, because I got done with my meal and I had like 2 bites of this sandwich left. I was just full, dude. Just 2 bites. Best believe I put it in a box and brought it home.
I mean, listen, I have been one to be like, I'll pack it up. It still doesn't make it home. While I'm driving, I'm like, I could fit a little bit more. It's been 10 minutes. I walked around a little bit. I just, just fine. Victoria says I would leave 4 chips. She's lying, because she just goes, here, finish the bag. And I'm like, I didn't want to finish the bag.
And there's only 4 chips left in the bag.
Yeah, and then there's only 4 chips left. I'm like, God damn it. It's a ruse. You bamboozled me, woman. I don't know. I think there's a certain element to it, but like, the important part of finding peace is something I think most people don't realize how important it is, and you strive for it, right? Like, it's Like there are people you don't want to deal with because you're like, I just don't want the headache, man.
Yeah,
You know?
I totally get that. I mean, there are people that I genuinely love and genuinely care about that I just don't want to talk to or be around.
Absolutely.
I can only tolerate them for so much, and you know, I'm like, here, you need money, you need something, just here, just go, just go.
You know, I think the worst kind of interaction is the people who want to give you the whole story, and you're like, I don't care, man. Just ask what you're gonna ask. You need a favor? Just ask me. I'll say yes or no. Just
fucking
like, this is.
Stand that.
I have literally walked up, like had homeless people walk up, and I'm in the middle of a conversation. They interrupt and they're like, "Hey, I'm trying to catch a bus because my sister's sick and my mom is having dementia." And I'm like, "Hey, I'll give you $5 if you just take it and leave. Just stop talking." And they keep on talking. And I'm like, "All right, you get nothing." And they're like, "What? Why? Why do I get nothing?" I'm like, "Cause you can't even follow simple instructions. I'm not playing. Like, just get the fuck out of my face."
All you had to do was take your 5 and fucking walk on.
The older you get, the older that's true. But then I think maybe this helps me become more patient. See, also true, because look, nobody wants to be the crabby old person because we all feel it.
I aspire to be that person. What the fuck are you talking about? You know, I'm lucky, and fucking kids are lucky that I live on a busy street because I'd be that motherfucker. Get the fuck off my yard.
I mean, yeah, no, that's fair. And there's been times yeah, no, that's fine. I have a neighbor who we share a driveway, and they'll stand on my driveway talking on the phone and just blah 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 blah. And I'm like, fuck you doing on my driveway? Go, your driveway's right there. Go, you can hang out right there. Why are you on my driveway? I don't understand. It's very infuriating, but
oh, I can imagine. I would be that person to come out with a fucking can of spray paint and spray a line down it. This is your half.
Yeah,
stay the fuck on your half.
It's very. I think boundaries are important, but like there are. I think we've both experienced this. There are people who are just habitual line steppers. They just immediately they're like, "Oh, is that your boundary? I'm gonna dance on it." You're like,
and then they think it's cute.
Oh yeah, and they're like, ha, 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 I'm funny. You're like, I'm gonna punch you in the face because I'm funny.
And when you say something, then all of a sudden you're the bad guy.
Yeah, oh yeah. That idea of victimhood bothers me the most. When people are like, "Oh, why are you overreacting?" You know exactly why I'm overreacting. There's no misunderstanding. You pushed, I pushed back, and you're going, "Hey, why are you pushing back?" You're going, "Because you pushed me. I didn't push you. You came here, fuckface."
I think one of my biggest pet peeves, and it gets more annoying as I get older, is the interrogation because you want to do something.
Yeah.
Like I tell anybody, you want to fucking go, you want to do something, you want to go to whatever, just fucking ask, just say something. 9 times out of 10, I'll be like, all right. Very seldom do I say no, but when I do, the no is definite. But like for instance, what I mean, because my mom's famous for it, and I know a few people who do it to me now, and it just drives me nuts.
Yeah.
What are you doing this weekend? The fuck you mean? What am I doing this weekend? I don't fucking know. It's not the weekend. Well, what are you doing Saturday? Is Saturday part of the weekend? Because I just told you I don't fucking know. Well, it says here you don't have anything to do. What the fuck do you want? What do you want? Oh, I want to go do something on Saturday. So just fucking say you want to go do something Saturday. Why do you got to put my blood pressure up just so I can spend my money on you?
I don't need any of that. I don't need that hassle. This is funny. So I remember this. Once there was a guy who was just helping his friend move in next door and decided he would walk on the phone loud outside in the driveway, walk up and down our driveway doing it. And he walked into our backyard. So Victoria noticed and took a picture and put it on their door, which I'm like, why do you do that? Just send me out. I think I wasn't even here. I was somewhere else. I was like, why would you walk into somebody else's backyard? What planet are you on? That's the kind of shit that drives me crazy.
That's a white thing. Over here, you don't do that.
Oh, it was an Indian guy, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
and I was just like, I'm sorry, can I help you? Oh, sorry. No, you're not. Get the fuck out of my backyard. Like this is one of the reasons why I started wearing a belt again, actually he was Asian. That's much worse. No, that's because then they go, I don't know, and you're like, listen, there's a reason why I started wearing belts again, just because I whip it off and just start hitting people. Just son of a.
It was Asian. I mean, I thought they were known for their walls and their borders.
You would think, but there's a very so similarly up here. Like we've had Indian people in Canada for a long period of time, and there's two distinct groups. So people who are Indian but born and raised here, and there are Asians who are born and raised here, and then there are people who are new, and the new ones. Oh, bro.
Well, there's 7-Eleven and there's 9/11.
No. There's old people who came for a better life, and people came because they're like, I heard I can get a job scamming people. And you're like, no, just fuck out. You know, it's an issue. It's
so. Speaking of just an odd thing that you brought.
Jeebus, that was racist. You started, Victoria. Don't start with me.
I noticed that Canada just spent, I forget, 1.2 billion, maybe. Was it you who sent me it? The beans for feminism?
Yeah. Well, we already did tea, or no, it was rice for feminists, and they gave money to Vietnam, and you're like, what planet are you on? And then they're like, now we're investing bean farms for only feminists in Colombia. You're like, listen, number one, Colombia, not known for its beans, people. It's one specific bean.
Yeah,
it's not
coca beans.
Yeah, it's not for it's not derived through feminists. I'll tell you that much.
Canada just created its own feminist cartel. That's what the fuck they did.
Like the foolishness on, like, you guys set this crazy precedent with sending aid to people, and now you're kind of trying to stop it. But the problem is everyone else is like, yeah, we're going to send money to everywhere. Hey, man, if there's one pothole in our country, you ain't sending $10 to anyone. Not one, until there are no potholes. Simple. I want everything working in pristine order. Hey, if everything's working, there's no maintenance needed. Everything is perfect. No overtime. No city employees getting overtime. I'll be like, okay, we can consider sending money for aid. Until that point, and I want every public bathroom pristine condition with a fucking towel guy who's going to watch you pee so you don't shit on the fucking seat.
What I don't understand, what like really gets me.
All right.
Feminists picking beans?
Yeah, that's
really feminist rice patties. I would think these women would be like, I'm not picking those beans.
Of course not. So
I mean, where's this? Again, I feel like this money, especially the Colombia one, is being funneled into cocaine.
100%. It's being, listen, just like the money for fires that went to California. Yeah,
that's
the same thing.
Well, hasn't been found.
We took $1 billion and we sent it to Colombia, and then you know what? They paid all of their bureaucrats, and then they said, we're going to distribute it to another non-for-profit organization. They're going to pay all of their bureaucrats, and then they're going to hand it off to another, and so on and so on and so on. And all these people going, man, we all did a good job. Did you get a raise? Yeah, we all got raises and bonuses. Did you actually help anybody? Be like, well, we made a poster. We didn't have money to print the poster, but we did make it. Victoria says, do what people in Hong Kong do. They have a huge charity events for their own people. I mean,
according to the news, they don't really do that.
No, there's a lot of charitable organizations that try and raise money for like old age homes and stuff like that. And you're like, yeah, that's fine. I understand. We volunteered for old age homes before. And then it's like, okay, help the old age home.
So, like, what is an old age home in China? Like, I mean, the only thing we see over here in the States, we either see that they round up the Christians and put them in re-education camps.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you see the old people on the rice paddies out way away from the fucking cities or whatever. So do they just exclude the old people and they send them out to the forest?
No. They have like, so even up here, there are proper old age homes. The problem is like now there aren't people to staff them. So you get just not great people. And then, also too, like there are certain jobs, and I think this goes for a lot of jobs, like even paramedics, policemen, nurses, like you get desensitized very quickly. And especially working in an old age home, because you have crazy old people who are like, I need help. And you're like, no, you don't. You don't need help. Stop being dramatic.
Dude,
They just stop responding to everyone. And you're like, that's not good either. Right.
dude, I've dated quite a few home health aides throughout my life. And old people are off their fucking hook.
Oh, yeah.
There was, I'll never forget, my ex told me there was this one lady that she used to go and take care of, older lady, and she would pretty much force my old lady to finger her while she was in the shower.
Oh, that's nice.
So like, my old lady at the time was trying to give her a shower, sponge bath, helped her in or whatever. Oh, this needs cleaned up more. Oh, it's not clean enough. It's not. She said she got it more from the old women than she did any of the old men. There was one old guy. There was an old. He used to be an eye doctor. She used to help take care of him, and she used to tell me this old man keeps grabbing on my tits or whatever. I'm like, that's Dr. So and so. She's like, yeah. Let him grab your tits. Fucking see if he'll give you some goddamn money. What the hell's wrong with you?
Tell him tips are welcome.
That's it.
Yeah, and hope he doesn't bring out his tip. That's fine. Just
I mean, the tip wasn't working anyways. I mean, fuck, let him grab a fucking boob and roll on.
Like I don't agree with it, but at the same time, fuck, man, what are you gonna do? I don't know. It's a weird environment, that's for sure. Apparently, like, the crazy thing is how so hold on. Victoria says, okay. Kenyon says, yo, what's up, bro? Victoria says there are actually good benefits for elderly now in Asia: free public transit, low cost holidays. Actually, you know what? So some of the trips we took transit, and there's a price for people over 65 and then for regular people. It was about half the price, which you're like,
wait a second. And I'm glad you brought that up, because a little something that chapped my ass today that I just want to get off my fucking chest. So I seen an advertisement come across my feed for Habitat for Humanity. It's a thing over here that it's like a nonprofit. They go and help people with low income and shit like that. Like, sometimes if you need like a porch built or some handicap accessible shit or whatever. So now they have a roofing squad or whatever. Excuse me. And they said Habitat for Humanity is now doing roofing for the elderly 50 years old and up. You dirty motherfuckers. I'm almost 49 years old. You're going to call me elderly, you fuckface? I could probably get on that roof quicker than 5 of you fucking pieces of shit.
I mean, yeah, but next year you want to get your roof done? Like,
well, I'm not going to lie. That shit better be going on in another year and a half. Because I'm going to get my roof done just for the fuck of it. And I'm going to hey, you missed that over there. You missed that over there.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
There's nails in my azaleas. Get them up.
Hey, that's one of those things where you're like, listen, it's got to be like, I have a hard time with it, because I'm like, you're older, you should have had the time to build up your resources so you can pay. But then at the same time, that's not necessarily the case. Most people are on a fixed income. People don't plan, right?
Them days are done. And that's another thing that I notice a lot of people don't realize. Like, people don't, I notice people don't think, especially when they want something that they want. You know what I'm saying? They know it's nothing fucking needed, just something they want. For instance, I got told that somebody wants to do something in November, and all of a sudden it went from I want to do something into November to I book this for November, and then the price tag came up almost $600. Now, fine, I get it, I understand, but now you want my thoughts on it. You want to know my thoughts on it? It's pretty fucking close to Christmas time. So now, even though the money can be there, you couldn't have fucking planned this out a little bit better. If you wanted to go on this expensive fucking trip, you think you might have wanted to do it in the summer, or maybe, you know, after springtime, after all the fucking massive bills fucking get hit.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I give my opinion because that's just my opinion. That's not saying we're not going to do it. We're not going to go or whatever. Oh, well, this, and this. Okay, I understand. But you did look, I fucking did the research on it. I know how much it costs. I know how long it's going to be. I know what's around her. You're acting like one of my fucking kids when I told them I didn't want to buy a toy, but you're going to tell me, but it's got the Kung Fu grip and it comes with the extra ninja sword.
That's correct. Yeah. I just joined. What is happening? We are talking about peace, Sasha. It started off with a piece of cake, and now we're talking about peace of mind, and also just kind of the way things are.
We aspire to make it to a piece of ass.
God willing. That's
started that cake. We're at fucking, you know, mental peace. We're working our way down the line there.
I have you been mistaken for a senior citizen?
No. The only time I ever like I get like younger dudes like from that I do comedy with or whatever.
Yeah.
The worst I get is OG. Every once in a while I'll get the new term for OG, which is old head, which I can't stand because that just gives you thoughts of Gumbies. And Gumbies are gross. They're fucking gross. I would tell the world 1,000 times Gumbies are fucking gross.
Peace is good. This is my thing is that so somebody was like, oh, can I check your ID? And I'm like, no. I'm like, for what? And they're like, oh, maybe you qualify for senior discount. And I'm like, I don't. And I was just like, I looked very haggard. Like my beard was fully like enraged. And I was just like, God damn it. Because I told you, my mom, if I don't trim my beard regularly, my mom's like, you look like a homeless person. Please get a haircut. You look like a homeless.
Dude, my mom did that to me one time, and I took it to heart. I make sure I don't look like that no more. When I went to Buffalo, back when my grandma was still alive, like she was staying out in Buffalo, so everybody came in. You know, they knew it was kind of going to be her last fucking hurrah. So I had family come in from Minnesota. I had family come in from Chicago. You know, we all met up in Buffalo. Now, mind you, the stoner that I am, or it was, I was younger, wasn't really thinking. I've been to Canada a few times, and I'm thinking there's only one bridge to go across. You know, stupid not thinking, just that's how much weed I smoke.
Yeah.
So the one day, me and my cousin from Minnesota, who, I mean, my cousin is my age, but he looks like he's 20 years younger. He has like almost like that Webster disease. So he looks like a little kid. Yeah. So we start walking across the bridge because it was like blocks away from my fucking aunt's house. Yeah. So we're going across the bridge and I'm looking around like, did they take the casinos out? Like I remember going across this bridge. There was casinos. There was waterfalls. There was all kinds. Like, what the fuck is going on? Now, my beard, and I don't wear a beard very often. It was scruffy. It was out here. It was kind of patchy here and there. And at that time, I still had hair, which was a fucking mess. So we're going across this bridge. We get to the end of it. Long story short, we get to the other end of the bridge. Apparently, there's microphones on that bridge. Yeah. Because my cousin is telling, dude, we could get across here and get all this weed and smuggle it back and just walk across. Nobody's going to know this and that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm taking pictures. I'm taking pictures. You know, I look Asian. I'm hanging over the bridge. I'm taking pictures. We get maybe, like, I see the steps that go off the bridge down into civilization. Yeah. Right at the end of the bridge is the back end of a little blue, look like a little blue building. Out of this little blue building comes a woman that is your size, but maybe 2 foot shorter.
Oh,
And
just use a circle.
yeah, a circle with a flak jacket on and a fucking M16. She looks at my cousin and I, like, gets right here. What are you gentlemen doing? We're walking across the bridge.
Nope.
What are you here for? We're just sightseeing. And where are the casinos at? The casinos are a good 8 to 10 miles down the road.
That way.
Really? So she says, why don't you two gentlemen follow me into this room? So we
That's
go
never good.
to the back door, and inside the back door, apparently what we saw this building was just maybe where they go out and have their smoke breaks.
Yeah.
Because this was attached to a huge immigration building.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, I don't want to be here. No.
Big old sign across the top, immigration. You know, I'm like, what the fuck? We need you to take your shoes off. Why do you need just take our shoes off? So they made us empty our pockets, take our shoes off, stick them in a little box. We're sitting in the immigration part, and I'm thinking, my fucking cousin did some dirt. I ain't going to jail for this little motherfucker. I'll fucking narc on him. I'll fucking narc on him. What's this motherfucker right here? And I'm thinking in my head, I can't believe I'm getting detained like I'm a goddamn Mexican over this fucking idiot.
Accurate.
Dude,
yeah.
This little chick who was smaller than the round chick.
Right.
This little chick. I mean, she was the cutest little thing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the tallest motherfucker in the world, but I was looking down on top of her little bob with her fucking ponytail. Flak jacket and M16 also.
Yeah.
Calls my name to the back.
That's good.
So I'm sitting in the back. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So I mean, I gave him my ID, I gave him my social security card. You know, I've been through the military. I know how to fucking travel.
Yeah.
Fucking, she comes back. She says, "Where'd you get your social security card?" Excuse me. Where did you get your social security card? America.
Yeah.
So she's mean mugging me, and she goes back and she comes back with a clipboard with a bunch of fucking copies of different social security cards. She looks at me. She has my social security card clipped to the clipboard. She looks at me and she says, "These are real social security cards. Yours is fake. Where'd you get your bogus social security card from?" Look, ma'am, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because right there, I'm like, got lost. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I've been to the military and back with this social security card. Yeah. I don't know what the hell's wrong with you guys. You need to go check again.
Yeah. So
she leaves and she comes back and they're like, now she's standing over me. Look, you tiny bitch. I mean, I'm sitting down and I'm your height. All right, you're standing over me now. Really? I will fucking spank you with that goddamn gun on your shoulder, woman. This chick gets in my face and starts screaming, "Where did you get this bogus social security card? It's like I felt her fucking spit hit my face. When I felt that spit hit my face, Dino, I lost it. I stood up. I got it from my fucking mama. What the fuck is wrong with you? Dude, I roared it at her. Like you saw, like she looked like she got yelled at by her father, dude.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Nevertheless, I got deported like I was a Mexican. By gunpoint. By gunpoint, no less. They walked us back across the fucking bridge. Anyways, the whole point of the story was when I called my mother from the middle of the bridge, like, "Mom, you guys got to get to the end of the bridge. I don't know if they're going to give us shit on the American side, but look, there's the fucking guard post and then there's the hood. Like right there. Like, they ain't going to catch me. If I get to the end of that fucking thing, I'm making the left. I'm not going to the fucking guard shack. You got me? Mom, you better be fucking waiting down there."
Yeah. That's fair.
You know why you got deported? Look at your fucking face. You look like a goddamn Arab.
That's Sasha says a mom is never wronged. You know, I mean, that's fair. But right now you look more like Moses than homeless. Yeah, I'm trying to fit in with all the other internet people. Definitely you look more like a tent dweller than castle builder with that length of beard. I mean, Sasha, I got the point. You didn't have to get so mean. Let's be honest. And also, yeah, I know my mom is right when I look haggard, but it doesn't make it nice. Jesus. And you know what? Right now, I'm just trying to grow it out for my Halloween job, which
And trust me, you do not want him to shave it. We went through that period. 9 schnitzel, 9.
It's not a good look on me, people. Sasha, his beard looks great. Yeah, there you go. I was hoping. I'm hoping it'll flare out a little bit more for the new job, but I start next Friday, and they're already prepping stuff. Yeah. And this one is actually really scary. So I even talked with the guys there when I went to audition, and they were like, why didn't you go back to Casa Loma? Which I'm like, number one, I wasn't invited back. Let's start there. But on top of that, I'm like, it's very corporate, and I got in trouble because I was too scary. And they were like, oh, we'll love you. And I'm like, no, because I'm scary. I'm a scary, and in the dark, I'm a lot scarier, right? So, and also too, like, this is what people don't realize is at my fattest, I would lumber, right? But now I got like 10 feet. I'm like an alligator. I got 10 feet of speed in me. If you zigzag or go upstairs, I'll be like, nah, not going to bother. But like, if you're within 5-10 feet, I got you. You ain't getting away. I'll like, just go gadget arms. And
what was that show that everybody was hooked on for a quick minute when they got stuck on the island?
Which one?
Remember there was like the airplane fucking blew up and the people ended
Lost.
up. Yeah. Remember the fat dude on there? He's like, I'm spry.
I'm spry. Yeah. Yeah. Marco, you went through a lot, and you should know you made it the right decision for yourself back then, and your children should be proud of you. That's true. Yeah, Lost. I still laugh at people who were like, they lived by Lost, and I'm like, this show is stupid. It's stupid. Hey, the best part was I watched the end and I laughed the entire end. I watched it and I laughed the whole time because everyone who was like a diehard Lost fan was like, what? That can't be the end here. I'm like, ha, I knew it'd be stupid. You get no answers. You get no closure. Get fucked. It was great.
Dude, I got to like the middle of it and I'm like, these people are all dead.
Obviously.
Yeah. And then, so I one day, like me and my ex used to watch it. That was, them women, don't watch it without me. Don't watch it without. Bitch, you're at work. I'm retired. I'm fucking watching it. So I watched it all the way through until like the last, maybe I didn't watch the last episode, but that morning on Bob and Tom, they explained the whole ending of it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, so I was right. They were all dead. So I get home thinking that if it was on Bob and Tom, everybody fucking knows about it. This chick still had a week's worth of the fucking show left. I'm like, yes, I told you they were all dead. You fucking ruined it. Oh, dude, that was a whole week of arguments.
Make sure it says
arguments over
of course.
The stupid fucking movie.
Oh, well, women will always get enraged when you watch something like that. I kind of enjoyed the first couple of seasons of Lost. Yeah, because it had mystery. And then see, this is the problem, is if it brings up more questions than answers, eventually you're just backlogged with questions and you're like, I don't even understand what's happening anymore. And then it's confusing.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that movie was gonna veer off into like Godzilla.
It would have been nice.
Because when they found the bunker down in the bottom, the whole monarch thing and all that shit.
Yeah. They
could have played that right into the kaiju verse. That would have blended right in and opened up the door for all. And no. It was just
This is the problem. And you know what? I think this is actually kind of relevant. It's the idea of there's people who want to be original and they make just a shit pile of it versus people who are like, listen, the easy win, just take the easy win. Like, look, for me, I remember watching the last season of Game of Thrones. And as soon as she started kissing her nephew, and I'm like, they're going to get weird. I still haven't watched the last episode because I'm like, yeah, this got gay.
I'm not going to lie. I stopped watching Game of Thrones when Khaleesi stopped getting pig fucked.
I mean, that's
like that
those were good episodes. It's fine.
The first 2 seasons was Khaleesi just getting pounded by that fucking dude who looked like Aquaman. And then
it was Aquaman.
After everybody got bored with fucking seeing her naked, like everybody got bored with seeing her naked. Like, I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it was women like to figure things out together with their partner and not have their partner tell them how it is, which might be why Marco's special lady. Oh, no, there's no question about that. It's just that men like figuring things out. And the faster we figure it out means we can lord it over other men. Okay. If I figure it out first, that's why Batman is known as the greatest detective who ever lived, because he figures it out first. Right? It's that's his claim to fame. Men want to know first, and then they want to watch you as you figure it out, and you're going, I'm smarter than you. That's what we like to do. Right?
See, I've always been put in predicaments where you better figure this shit out or something bad's gonna happen. So it just applies to everything now, you know?
Oh, that's for sure. That's the faster, but that's true though, is the faster you figure things out, the more time you have to plan for the unexpected. Right? And that's why, like, the idea, we were talking about this yesterday, was the whole idea of being experienced and having an understanding of things is something that a lot of people don't appreciate. And they're like, well, you're old and you do things an old way. And you're like, yeah, but I do it the old way because I like the way it works.
Not only that, but I mean, you know, you can only stick your finger in a light socket so many times before you say, hey, this is going to electrocute me. Now, if you youngins want to start sticking fingers and whatever in the light socket, and you think, oh no, he's just putting the plug in there, that's the old way. Yeah, okay, figure it out the same way I did, fuckface.
Well, so you've probably seen. Have you seen anyone get electrocuted?
I've been electrocuted, dude. I've been hit with fucking what is that?
220?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That launches you over. I thought that was fucking fake, dude. It's real. It's real.
Yeah,
for anybody out there listening, you do not fuck with 220. You do not three-phase. No.
Dude, when it has that big cable, wear the big gloves. That's it. Let life happen one day at a time. No, I want to know in advance. I need to get notice. I want it in my schedule. Okay, Sasha? I can't have random events happening. I saw my brother because he would do some of the electrical, like he knew a little bit more about electrical, but he didn't have any accreditation or anything. So I saw him and I'm like, hey. And then he goes, ugh. He turns, he's like, hey. I'm like, you okay? He's like, I think I'm gonna go on break. I'm like, yeah, you should go on break, bro. You weren't moving. What the fuck was that shit? Like, that's man. That's not, I just looked at him and he was like, he's just not moving. I'm like, and I'm like, yeah, bro. That's fucking 220. Just calm. You gotta fucking relax.
Did you smell hair burning around him?
I know it was inside the shop, so I smelled all sorts of shit. But I was just like, I'm like, why is he not? He had a screwdriver and was putting something together, and I just saw him just kind of paused, and I'm like, that doesn't look right.
That's electrical lock. I was I was welding. My whole fucking welding table was steel. I built it.
Yeah.
Sheet metal with fucking square tubing. I built that fucking welding table.
Yeah. That's a good table. Yeah.
I'm welding on it. Now, right next to my welding table was our huge fucking press.
Yeah.
It was a shear press.
Right, that's where we put ours too. Yeah, it's a good place.
Damn near the whole fucking wall up. Now, it was an old school press. So the safeties and the lockouts and all that didn't quite work the way they were supposed to be. So me being the genius that I am, I was welding all day. The fucking press, I'd have to like go and squinch in between my table to go around and shut it down the right way on the big fucking lockout switch on the side.
Yeah.
No, Mark decided, hey, let me grab this about maybe 10-foot aluminum squares piece of metal and go and poke at the fucking handle to try to shut this thing off.
No.
You know how on TV you see somebody hit some electricity and go flying? Like literally blown back? Always thought that was fake. Always thought it was fake. It's real, people. It's fucking real. I was a good 180 pounds at that time. I got fucking hit like Brock Lesnar fucking speared me across the whole welding floor. I ended up next to the other welder. He's looking down at me like, "What the fuck did you do?" I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
That's fair. Yeah, that's a good. See, what people don't realize is when you have a good connection, you don't move. When you have a bad connection, it launches you. Both are bad.
Very bad.
There's no one is not better than the other. They are both bad, both dangerous, and you learn a very important lesson.
I got
very important lesson.
Just remembering that story too.
I've been zapped like so. That's what a lot of people do. Because so it's funny that you would say that was the setup, because that was the same setup we had. Was because you have a solid steel welding table that's usually 12 by 8, like it's a big table, but the whole idea is it's thick, and you will put a press close by, because if you have to, you can use the welding table as a stack to feed into the press. It's very common, and people don't realize, because you're like, yeah, that's it makes sense to be there, right? So the hilarious part is that to do electrical work, you have to attach a cable to the actual table, because you clamp it on, and now you have a current, and that means when you touch the rod with the stuff on, it will zap. The problem is, if you don't tell people that it's connected, that just, you can have problems. Okay.
That is definitely an afro you didn't ask for.
Oh, hey, I remember somebody dumped all their they knew they would need like 5 to 10 sticks to weld this, and they put it on the table and then clamped it, and they were like, what's that sound? Oh, whatever. And then only realized like too late, when half of it was all fucking just fucked up, and you're like,
big hot melt of goo right there.
And he's just like, and I look at him, I'm like, you're gonna make me grind that out, aren't you? He goes, yeah, that's good. You're gonna grind that out. I'm like, motherfucker. I tried learning how to weld a couple times. I was not good at it. I was hit and miss. My biggest problem is I can know how to do stuff, but I need to train to be consistent, and I'm lazy. So
yeah. Like my stick welding was never real good. I can MIG weld like a motherfucker.
Oh, for real?
My stick welding was never real. You know, and I done caused many a problem too, because my problem, like, I just can never get that distance between the stick.
No, it goes. You have to fucking
And then once that your rod sticks to whatever you got, that's electric. That's current. That might as well be a light bulb going on there that you're holding on, trying to pull the fuck off.
The funny thing is, watching someone, we talked about this, was somebody who welds stainless for the first time and doesn't realize that it explodes. Because so different materials react differently. When you weld stainless steel, it's obviously you're welding with stainless steel to attach stainless steel to stainless steel. So it's a different chemical reaction. But then what happens is, when you have a good weld, you'll see there'll be like a caked on of all the garbage. Right. On stainless steel, it explodes. So you can have your mask, and people will usually finish and take their mask off to look at their work. You have to keep it on and bang it and clean it immediately. Otherwise, you're going to get a fucking thing in your eye, and then you can't get an MRI for 6 months. You have to go to the doctor. You can lose your eye if you don't treat it immediately.
Oh, dude, I've had my eye drilled. Like, you ever have a drill, like a drill stuck in your eyeball, dude? Yeah.
That's never good.
It's like one of them old Argento fucking horror movies.
Yeah.
Where they hold the eyeball right there, and you're awake. You're totally awake. Yeah. They fucking hit you with some kind of. It's supposed to numb your eye.
Yeah.
No, fuck, it doesn't. It does not. And then you got you're looking like the doctor is looking through the magnifying glass at your eye, but you're looking through the magnifying glass at this doctor's face that is right there.
Yeah. And it's not a fun. Isn't that everyone though? Practicing perfect? Yes. You forgot. I can understand how it works, but then I need to practice, and I'm lazy, so I don't practice. That's why I get better when I do practice. That's why now, having more energy, I do practice things and get better at them faster.
Yeah, knowing how to do something and being able to do it are two entirely different things.
Yeah, technically, you can learn how to swim from a book. Doesn't mean you can float in the ocean.
I
It's
mean,
not-
I mean, from all the research, excuse me, that I've done, I could fucking bioengineer something like that.
Sure.
But I'm not gonna try
No.
because I know theory. I've seen videos. I've read articles.
Yeah.
I've never fucking took any kind of DNA and stuck it in a centrifuge and thought that some shit was good.
No, that's you know what? Like, I'd like to learn that stuff, but still, I don't want to work in a lab. That sounds terrifying. Also, I feel like I would end up as patient zero for like some gorilla thing. I'm terrified to visit the doctor. I have the white coat. See, I was talking with this Sasha just about doctors and stuff. Was like the whole idea about doctors is like, I've been very fortunate that I've had good doctors, and I every time I look at them, like they don't try and just dose me with stuff. But I keep thinking if I see him, he'll just give me that's 100%. This is the problem, is that like the better I get with stuff, the more I'm like, I don't want to do any of that stuff. I don't want to have to go to the doctor. But like right now, it's important to me because I get blood tests every 6 months and check everything, right?
I always use my ex's dad as an example.
Right.
I've spoke about him plenty of times before. Ken, I mean, he was a Vietnam vet. He came out of the war. He went straight into machine shops. He busted his ass. He was, he always a worker. The only vices he had, he smoked his own rolled cigarettes. He used to roll his own, and he always had a pint of Black Velvet. I'd get a pint of Jack. He'd have a pint of Black Velvet. After he got home from work, we were in the garage working on hot rods or working on, one of the kids' cars or whatever.
Yeah.
Never went to the doctor. So finally, when he was able to retire, he decided he was going to go, make sure everything was dialed in. He was feeling fine. He had no aches and pains. He had nothing wrong with him. His first doctor visit, they told him, "You're gonna have to quit smoking and quit drinking." And he's like, "But I'm fine." He was like, "Well, they gave him the excuse, you're getting older. This is not that, this and that." So, within the first month, he quit smoking and drinking.
Yeah.
They told him he had to come back the following month for different tests or whatever. The following month, he goes back in. This man has less than 6 months to live.
Jesus.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? This man was healthy. This man, as soon as he quit fucking doing what his body required of him, which was the bare minimum, now all of a sudden he's gonna fucking die? Like that, I inherited my hot rod for him. I ended up building that hot rod damn near from scratch just so he could ride in it one fucking time, dude. And then I took him to his fucking gravesite in it. Like I had them put his casket in the back of that truck, and I drove him to his gravesite, dude. And the same thing now, mind you, that's kind of people think that that's a one-off thing or a fluke thing. Dan, my buddy Dan, he was just on the show yesterday. He decides, he finally he got some kind of settlement or whatever that he's been waiting on a while. So he got a nice little chunk of money. He pretty much, slowed things down. He paid off his house. He took care, put some money away from the kids. He bought himself a couple toys or whatever. He's like, well, I'm gonna go to the doctors and make sure again everything's dialed in. Doctor said he needed to cut out sugar. He needed to cut out this and that.
Right.
So Dan went on this fucking health kick. There's no more monsters. He's drinking bottles of water. He's doing this and that. Yeah. The fucker just we thought he had a stroke. It was last week. We thought he had a stroke. It ended up being Bell's palsy. His face told him to go fuck himself. Basically, he had a bitch fucking stroke. But either way, you had a stroke. What caused it? Well, we don't know. Yeah, I know what fucking caused it. Your body is used to having 3 or 4 coffees a fucking day. Your body is used to drinking a couple bottles of Coca-Cola. Your body's used to you smoking cigarettes, and your body's used to you drinking some fucking liquor. You cut all that out, and your face said, "Oh, fuck you," and died.
Mm-hmm.
Now, oddly enough, he proved me right. because he started drinking pop again, and he started drinking, and when I say coffee, I mean Monster coffees. So that these things. But he started drinking them. His face started going back to the way it was supposed to be. He's not all sluggish. He's not. I'm like, dude. I mean, I'm no fucking doctor and I'm no biologist, but I do know just from seeing dope heads throughout my life, you can't just quit a cold turkey dope.
I mean,
there's a small percentage of people that can do it, but there are health ramifications. If you've lived on crack for fucking 12 years and all of a sudden there ain't no crack, your body is going to be like, hey, where's the crack?
It's terrifying that analogy is completely accurate. It's like, hey, I thought we were supposed to have crack. Where's the crack? Yeah, mind over matter. I do think. Oh no, it's 100% real. Listen, even there's there's a even I have friends who they use ChatGPT to be like, okay, so these are the symptoms I'm having. What questions should I be asking my doctor? And ChatGPT will give you questions, like ask about this. And because of that, the doctors have given them better treatment. And I'm like, yeah, I just have a good doctor. I mean, I've been very fortunate. Like my first one was a Korean guy. His name was Dr. Kim. He was fantastic. And then I had after him, he quit. He was like, I haven't been on vacation with my daughter in 7 years. I'm quitting. I'm going into insurance. He's like, I'm going to be a doctor for an insurance company. It's a lot easier. You're like, oh, I totally understand that.
Oh, so now you became a piece of shit.
Yeah. He's like, oh, now I'm rich. I could be a piece of shit. You're like, oh, that's fair. Yeah, I get it. And then the new one was when I moved to Toronto, and I was able to get him. He's been great.
Little side note on that. Speaking of insurance or whatever.
Yeah.
Did you hear Cole's boy might be going scot-free?
Which boy? What are you talking about?
Chuck Mangione or whatever the fuck his name is.
Well, so there was a whole thing about all the evidence that they found was like they found his backpack and there was no like.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they found on him. What matters is some idiot in the DOJ decided to start running their mouth about the case to the wrong person. Let out all kind of information. Now they're talking mistrial. He might walk scot-free.
Awesome.
No, fuck him.
No, let him walk scot-free. Hey, there's nothing better than the legal system being used for criminals. I think that's hilarious because the legal system is used to benefit people who take advantage of the system on a daily basis. Somebody like him where he's like, yeah, he took out an insurance person. And, because of him, a ton of people got their insurances approved and treatments approved that wouldn't have otherwise. I don't care.
Do you actually think that had something to do with it?
I don't know if it did. I just know that the insurance company reacted that way because now they're very pissed off. They fired a bunch of people because they're like, hey, why are you guys paying out so much? Like, well, because they killed the last guy. So we were afraid. And they're like, no, you're not allowed to pay people out. And you're like, well, there you go. So.
Yeah, that was, I seen that. And, for anybody else who's been kind of keeping an eye on things that don't matter. Apparently, Diddy's new thing now, because, there was a big rumor that Trump was going to fucking pardon Diddy. And here, that was Diddy's camp being cocky, thinking that they were going to do whatever. But, of course, King Petty, Mr. Trump, he recalls all the shit talking that fucking Diddy did in the last election cycle. Because Trump brought it up. He brought it as a reason. He says, he's a very nice guy, We used to hang out, but he had a lot of not nice things to say about me the last election cycle. And he just came in, like apparently his fucking attorney went into like Diddy and the attorney got to go see Trump personally. And they try to talk down to Trump pretty much. Like they try to bully Trump. Really? First of all, let's just take Trump out of it. That's the fucking president. You think you're going to bully the president? And you think you're going to bully Trump? Mr. Petty himself? Yeah, he pretty much told Diddy and his lawyer to go fuck themselves. So now the new ploy Diddy has is, well, basically I'm just being charged for having orgies, so I should be let out. And that might ride. That might ride.
See, that's where I have a problem. Like that's when the the law is not working to our benefit. But what are you gonna do? I don't understand at all. See, this is where, like, honestly, you and I will share news to each other, and hilariously, some of the news you send me I cannot see because Canada has been
that's
crazy.
fucked up.
It's very fucked up.
That's why I try to weave it through a different website or weave it through.
Oh yeah.
Like all right, well, this hasn't posted on this, so I'll send that with the post on it.
Yeah. But like, I used to watch the news daily, and I just stopped. I'm like, I just don't care. I don't care. I don't want to get involved, because, like, that's, for me, that's a peace of mind where it's like, there's a lot of bad shit happening everywhere. I don't care. I don't want it to happen to me. And people are like, well, if it's happening to other people, it could happen to you. Okay. But until it happens to me, I'm not getting involved. I'm not.
See, the only thing that I really think that affects me and that's really been bothering me, and I'm not even gonna lie, like it's affected my writing. Like, I've never had an issue writing or being on stage, but the whole Charlie thing kind of fucked me up, because like I don't know, like I know that I like to debate. I like to debate. I'm not to talk down on anybody, to get a dialogue, to debate back and forth. Not only that, but I'm known to say a sketchy joke or a distasteful fucking story on stage. I'm known to offend quite a few people. So, I mean, this man, he was speaking the truth and trying to educate people, and he took one to the neck. What the fuck they gonna do with my ass?
Yeah. Well, that's the bigger concern, I think, that a lot of people have, is that my thing is eating healthy. I don't eat sugar. Yeah. So my thing is eating healthy. I don't eat sugar unless it's wine, and I'm not obese. You aren't obese. Good for you. But I know I should visit a doctor because I have avoided them since 2020. I don't take medication, not even Tylenol, but in 2020 I was forced to take a medication type 1. I ended up hospitalized with a heart. Jesus Christ, you had a heart attack? And their advice was to put me on blood pressure meds for the rest of my life. Needless to say, I refused and never had issues. Yeah, but you know what? You should. So while I do agree, you shouldn't have to. Like, we're the same age. You shouldn't have to take medicine for the rest of your life. That's why I'm trying to get off everything right now. Like, I'm literally in a separate screen. I'm going over my my lab results. And I'm like, my cholesterol is perfect. Everything else is perfect. And I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to try and convince my doctor to get me off my, because I'm on a statin, and statins aren't really good for you. So I'm like,
that's one thing I admit I'm very grateful for. Like, I have asthma. I've always had asthma. I mean, even when I was in the service, but the whole, like, people's like, you have asthma, but you smoke. Yeah, I used to weld. Fucking welding, burning wire is nothing, or this cigarette is nothing to burning wire for fucking 12 hours a day.
True. Yeah.
So I never understood that. We talked about that yesterday. You got a non-smoking fucking welding establishment. Yeah, fuck off. The nicotine in this cigarette is nowhere near the chemicals that's coming off that fucking wire right there.
Yeah. Are you kidding? The amount of jobs that I've done that probably needed PPE and had nothing are substantial. And it's like, yeah, they're like, oh, you smoke? I'm like, yeah, I breathe in much worse in just regular stuff. Like,
I remember it was one of the silliest things. When I used to do the structural welding, when I did the smokestacks.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. We all had to go into a training course.
Yeah.
Over these fucking these oxygen gas masks, whatever that they had. They were these special. Nothing special. You could buy them at fucking Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
But it was just, the kind of solid mask with the two things on the side.
Yeah.
We had to take a course on those masks and sign off on each one of us got our own. It was like they were giving us some real, for spray painting the fucking things that we just got done welding. Not the fucking mask to weld with. Not the fucking mask to even be in that building. Just when you're spray painting, you need to wear this fucking mask. Are you fucking kidding me? And like,
Or, hey,
this wasn't even industrial paint. This is literally cans of fucking spray paint. I had to go through a training course for a mask for fucking spray paint, motherfucker, but I'm steady sucking up this Cobra wire every goddamn day.
yeah, bro, that's hilarious because I too was I at my dad's shop, nobody wore a mask when we painted. Yeah, he put a mask on just for the paint, and you're like, all right, sure. I never got flu till I was 19 and took my first flu vaccine. I first got hobbies, which hey, you know what? I stopped taking. I used to get the flu vaccine every year. 2 years when it first came out, 2 years straight, got the flu both times, and I'm like, oh, I'm not taking that, and I stopped getting the flu.
Yeah, dude. I remember the first time the doctor tried to bully me into taking a flu shot. Like, well, you're getting around the age, you're gonna need a flu shot. No, I don't. He was like, yeah, the flu vaccine. I was like, wait a minute. And this is way before COVID.
Yeah.
I was like, vaccine means once.
Yeah.
This is not, you guys are giving these shots out every goddamn year around the same time, and people are still getting. I'm good. No, well, Mr. Thornton, no, I am good. I am fine. If anything, I'll go get some nasal spray and some Mucinex, maybe a bottle of Jack with some honey and some lemon. I'm fine, and I've been good. I've been good. I think the longest I've ever been down from being sick, and I honestly think I might have caught COVID, but it was nowhere, nothing like anybody else said. It was maybe a week. A week, I get down every once in a fucking while. And again, I know how to fix me. If the nose gets too plugged up, you go and buy you a gram. That's worst case scenario. You go find you a gram of some good blow, and bloom, it cleans out everything. It's draining it all out. You have a good night, the day before, maybe the next 2 days, and then boom, it's all out. You start from scratch.
Trust the science, people. It's well, hey, you know what? I got a cold. I'm only coughing now, but everything else is cleaned out, and I feel okay. So same.
Yeah. I mean,
you say, yeah, I got a cold. Last week, done. The one time I got COVID, it was 2 weeks. Then I'm done. It was fine. But anyways, well, this has been us talking about peacefulness, and I hope you had peace of mind. We're going to be back. I'm not sure what I'm doing Saturday, if I'm going to be cooking or not, but I don't know. I'll figure something out.
Yeah. Let me know ahead of time, because I think I don't know if I'm gonna be here for the show or if I gotta have a date night.
No, I understand. And then I might do some Lego or something simple instead of cooking, just because we're both still a little under the weather. So, all right, everyone, have a wonderful evening, and we will see you very soon. Later.
To each other.